Today my inner man raptor awoke. I asked her out. This is a follow-up to this post. I know Reddit isn't supposed to be a personal blog or diary, but I feel it's appropriate to share this with RA. So today was the day I picked to ask her out. I'd been off work for the past few days and had made up my mind that when I got off, I work nights, her shift starts when I leave usually, I would finally sack up and go for something that I wanted, for once. Since I had a few days since my first post, I really tried to not dwell on it too much. I've been plenty guilty of building things up too much, and in reality I was doesn't feel like just to me, but that is what it is, asking for a date. It's not a marriage proposal. People go on dates all the time, so I really just wanted to keep things in perspective. I was nervous when I got up this morning though, and that had me a little concerned. I mean, it was kinda like D-Day, but instead of Nazis in concrete bunkers with machine guns, I was up against a much more formidable foe, my own fear. What I did though was just do everything like normal. I drove to work, clocked in, did my job and listened to my favorite podcasts on my iPod, which oddly enough was the latest episode of This American Life, Somewhere Out There, which is all about meeting that perfect someone. To be honest, I wasn't really sure if this was going to take my mind off of things or not given the subject matter, but it worked. So after working like normal, the building manager turns the lights on to get ready for the day's customers, and by then I knew she was already there. Still though, I carried on like normal. I clocked out, grabbed my stuff from the break room fridge and set off across the store to find her. Since I hadn't seen her in a few days, I was actually more excited just to say hello and all that than I was nervous. In fact, any major nerves I had really were gone, because when I rounded the corner and she was standing there I just felt it. You know, it. I had to ask her out. I like her, she's beautiful and this is what I want. But still, I didn't just blurt it out. We talked for a while, I told her about my days off. She told me about what she had been up to, and she also mentioned she had no plans this weekend. So I asked her. I probably could have been a bit smoother, but I was direct. I told her, I really want to take you out on a date this weekend. How about a movie and maybe dinner? I'm sure if my inner man raptor was more developed, I would have worded it better, but I was confident and I was looking right at her. Now the few times I've ever sacked up and been forward with a woman, I've often got some weird in-between answer. Usually something non-committal. This is what I really was dreading, because I don't know how to deal with those sorts of situations. A flat-out yes or no is one thing, it's those, well, you see, I'd like to, but, sort of answers that I'm just not raptory enough to field. But I didn't have to worry. In fact, as I was asking her, she lit up. I mean, her whole face, hell, her whole body seemed to light up. I don't think she could have said yes any faster. Then she just right out gave me her number. It felt damn good, really damn good. So if anyone is still reading this who had replied to my first post, thank you. This really helped me get some perspective. Now I know I'm just going on a date, but this is a big step for me. Though, really, I'm just looking forward to getting to spend a fun time with someone who I like. I'll let you all know how it goes. Thanks again. Edit wow, smiley face. Thank you everyone so much for the support. When I posted this I was really mainly just following up on my last post. It seemed like a good idea to let RA know how I did with the advice from my initial posting. I really was just wanting to write it all down because I was walking on air since she said yes, and I just wanted to tell, well, everyone, smiley face. I was not expecting such a huge response like this. Thank you all so much. I can't even begin to express how much all your comments and support means to me, except to say I feel so good. Smiley face.